Ma'am,
Good afternoon, everyone. I, Professor Pooja Shinde, welcome all the students, faculty members, and the judges, as well as the head of the department and all the participants to the group discussion competition by the Department of Computer Engineering, Dr. D.Y. Patil School of Engineering, along with the Association of Computer Engineering, ACE. A group discussion tests the candidate's skills such as leadership skills, communication skills, social skills and behavior, politeness, teamwork, listening ability, general awareness, confidence, as well as problem solving skills. It is generally the next level after the entrance exams to pursue the professional degrees, or in case of recruitments, group discussion can be the starting or the ending round, depending on the company and the organization. The word group discussion is made up of two words. Group meaning people working together to achieve a particular target, and discussion meaning the exchanging of ideas between two or more people, generally a face-to-face interaction, which is going to end up in a reaching a decision over a given specific topic. Now, whenever we talk about a candidate, an intelligent candidate with a good knowledge and skill sometimes might lack the communication skills, which can be the lack of confidence or hesitation in speaking, or him being unable to explain his or her point of view. And due to this, group discussion has now become an essential part of most of the organization and institutes. Knowledge and technical skills are essential things for a candidate, but in an organization, he or she might have to face the meetings and discuss technical issues, handle the new employees, and therefore, a lack of communication skill has become the disadvantage of every candidate that is going for an interview. And hence, we are trying our best to uh, try and test the skills as well as try and motivate this skill into all of the students. A group discussion is judged by a set of experienced judges. So I would now like to request Professor Monica Dangoria, ma'am, coordinator of today's event, to please introduce the judges.
thank you, Pooja. A very good afternoon to all of you. I'm very glad to welcome our beloved alumni as judges for this competition. We have Mr. Darshan Rathi, who is presently working as Senior Software Engineer in Marsh and McLennan Global Services India Private Limited, Pune. Then we have Ms. Dipti Tamne, who is presently working as Project Management Officer in L&T Infotech, Pune. Then we have Mr. Prathamesh Kalyankar, who is presently working as a ABAP developer in Automatic Infotech, Pune. We are really thankful to all the judges for taking out time for us out of their busy schedule. We would like our judges to share their success and failure stories at the end of the competition, and we hope that our students will get to learn a lot through their experiences. Welcome, all judges. Can you
Thank you, ma'am.
please?
Thank you,
Yes,
ma'am.
I am not able to see you, judges. Is your video on? Uh,
Yes, ma'am.
can our participants see you, judges? So, judges, we would like you to speak at the end of the event and guide our students. So now I wish all the best to all the participants. And now I would hand over the event to Professor Pooja Shinde for further proceedings. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, before we begin with the actual group discussion, there are some rules that are to be followed by all the participants. So I would like everyone to please pay attention to these rules that I'm specifying. Your first task would be to introduce yourself individually. Second, you have to allow others to speak. Third, don't be aggressive. Fourth, maintain a positive attitude. Fifth, speak sensibly. Listen carefully to others. Avoid time consuming details and keep the discussion on track. Okay, I'm just going to repeat all of these rules once more. Introduce yourself. Allow others to speak. Do not be aggressive. Maintain a positive attitude. Speak sensibly. Listen carefully to others and keep the discussion on track. Now, the process in which we are going to take this group discussion forward. There'll be three simple ways or three simple tasks. So any of the participants can initiate the discussion after the topic is announced. After the lead participant, anyone in the group can continue the discussion. The only thing you have to remember is you have to give everyone a chance to speak. You cannot overlap someone else while they're speaking. Okay. One after the others, all the participants in the group must express their views on the given topic. The second step, when the GD will end, when the coordinator, that is me or Monica ma'am, will ask you to stop the discussion, or we will ask you to summarize the topic and conclude, come up with a conclusion. That is when your group discussion will end. And the third one is when, the judges will give the score to each and every individual participants. And then the results will be announced to you. Okay. So, ma'am, should we continue? Can I announce the topic?
Yes, yes, ma'am, please.
Okay. So the topic for round one today is the impact of COVID-19 on youth, identifying the problems and the possible solutions. So that is the topic for today. I'll just announce it once more and then the stage will be open to all the participants. The topic is impact of COVID-19 on youth, identifying the problems and the possible solutions. Okay. So now I'll request all the participants, you can begin with the group discussion.
It's 1:20 p.m., guys. We will finish the round at 1:40. You can start, guys.
Hello, good afternoon to all respected judges, the panel members, and my fellow mates. I am Shreya Lad, and today the topic of our group discussion is impact of COVID-19 on youths, and we have to discuss the problems and the possible solutions for it. The COVID-19 pandemic has disrupted every aspect of our lives. In increasing numbers, young people are proactively combating the spread of the virus and working to address the pandemic's impact. The pandemic has affected the lives of young people with regards to employment, education, and mental well-being. A recent poll conducted by UNICEF shows that the COVID-19 crisis is having a significant impact on the mental health of adolescents and young people in all the countries. Coming to the problems, there are a lot of problems which are being faced nowadays. The most important problem is as children around the world are being asked to learn remotely through digital tools, access to education has become challenging. While laptops and iPads were once considered a pastime luxury, they are now an educational necessity that not all can afford. According to UNESCO, nearly 830 million children don't have access to computer at home. So, what can be a possible solution to it? That is people tree. Many of you know that it is the traditional way of studying. So, I propose that a projector should be installed in rural areas where all the students cannot afford laptops or iPads or tablets. So, using projectors, a lot of children can get easy access to the education and they can gather together and can learn.
Hello everyone, this is Geeta Kutwani this side. I'm currently in last year of computer engineering. I've been placed in L&T Infotech. So I'll begin my group discussion right over here. So this pandemic has affected everybody's lives. Around 12.2 crore people have lost their jobs. Not only this, the suicide rates have also increased in the country due to the lack of jobs or due to they have been removed from their jobs. So this has led to the conditions where the economic downfall have been done in this country rate. So not only this, the older people have also gotten affected by this pandemic. Some ladies have an habit to go in for temples, but because of this pandemic temples have been closed down and their health have been affected at a greater extent. Many people have faced problems like they have gone into depressions because of which they have insecurities of their jobs and many other things like nowadays students are very insecure about when will the exams be conducted, leading to a bad mental health, which is the like primary concern for nowadays. the mental health has been quite affected by this situation. So for this, the government have now decided to take on online Zoom sessions. Like they are consulting with the psychiatrist to help the youth to come out from their depressions. Not only this, many people have made suicides because EMIs have been only waived for 3 months from Reserve Bank of India, like which is the main primary concern because uh, people's businesses have been shut, but government has not yet taken a great step which can help them. So this is the main concern which has been carried now.
So, Geeta, talking about the raised EMIs, I would like to say that because of COVID
Uh,
19, the
I
young
want to
people.
say something. It is not raised EMIs. I've said they have waived EMIs for 3 months.
Oh, okay, sorry. So, I would like to give a solution to it that because of the waived EMIs or because of the financial issues, most of us thought that luxury is forever lasting. So, many youngsters have now understood the importance of being minimalist. After looking at their parents and due to financial losses, youngsters now have learned to save money for future rather than buying expensive material just because of peer pressure.
No,
So
but
many of my friends have started investing their money and they have also came up with small startups.
No, but the EMIs which are going on currently are for housing loans, and housing loan is not a luxury. Housing loans are a necessity, and the loans that are taken are around 1 or 2, 3 years ago. And the housing doesn't comes under luxury. It is the basic necessity: food, shelter, clothing, internet. They are the today's necessities.
I am just proposing a solution for
I
future.
Hello, this is Mir. I totally agree with this, Raya. See, what I think is that as we all know that every coin has the two sides. So it is up to us that what on the what path we have to go. There are two ways, on the positive path also, on the negative path also. So it is up to us on the what part we have to think and we have to go further. The government has given the lockdown and whatever the impact has been dealt till now. So they have done, for if we think in the positive way, they have done good for us only, because if they have not been put this lockdown and whatever this impact, then still many more people have been lost their lives due to it. They have done this so that they can save as many as of the life, and nobody has been, as Gita said, that there so many of them, they lost their job. So while staying at home also, everybody has started something and something so that they can earn and they can survive for them. So it is also the good if we think in the positive way. Thank you.
Hello everyone. I'm Rutuja Veta and I completely agree with Shreya, Geeta and Mihir. I want to extend something like even though the child labor was a sad reality before Corona, the pandemic has exacerbated this reality as child labor becomes an economic necessity for many families' survival. That is the biggest issue that we have seen. And apart from that, new data shows that half of the student out of school due to COVID-19 can't access online learning. According to UNESCO, nearly 380 million children, don't have access to computers at home. And I think government for this, the solution to this is like government should ensure that there must be continuity in learning by promoting high tech or low tech or maybe no tech solutions. Given the large digital divide that extends, solutions such as delivering text based context like via cellular networks rather than just video conferencing that relies on high speed network, and everyone, it's not possible that everyone has a good network. So paper based distance learning materials for families which cannot afford digital connectivity access, so this should be considered. And I think government should like understand this problem and find a solution for that.
Hello,
Yes, you are very right for it.
hello. Everyone is. I agree. I'm Mane Venkati. My name is Mane Venkati. Rutuja says not everyone not offered not offered to the e-learning, but first priority of in all over every human being. So first priority is health. Health is most important priority. So COVID-19 has to be sorry, ma'am.
It's okay, Mani. Uh,
Hello, my
hi,
name
hi
is
everyone.
Kalpana. Hello, my name is
My
Kalpana.
name
I'm
is
from PEA. I also completely agree with what Rutuja D has said. That most of the students, children who are studying in rural areas, they are not able to attend online lectures efficiently because of the network issues. So I think that school should get opened now.
I just proposed one solution in the beginning that why not we can follow our traditional learning methodology, that is sitting under people tree and learning. Rather than one teacher being there, we can install some projectors which are cost efficient also, and then every student can get the feeling of sitting in a classroom also, plus the main aim, which is getting educated and delivering education in this pandemic, can also to be there.
And one
okay.
more
Hello
point I
everyone.
would like to add,
My okay, go.
the doctors which are young and doing internships after completing their MBBS have lost their lives in serving the hospitals where COVID patients were taken care of. So because of them, the doctors face quite difficulties. Like they face skin allergies due to wearing masks for 20 hours. So this was the main concern, and the parents of those young students were concerned. Like many young students of MBBS had themselves gotten COVID-19 in serving and helping others. So what we can do is, like we can create COVID centers, and we can send those who are good of immunity systems. Like today nowadays there are tests conducted which checks how immune you can be to the COVID. So many conditions led to like unhappiness to those MBBS students, those who were like serving COVID patients. They not only were under the skin allergies, but but also the youth died in this serving COVID patients. So this was the main problem that today's youth faced in during this COVID times.
Hi
Hello
everyone.
everyone. My name is Piyush Takle. I think we can all agree that the COVID-19 has not only affected the youth, but also impacted like each and every one of us. Like age doesn't matter in that way, but we can say that it is not affected to in education sector, but in also the job sector. So we know that in our country we have faced unemployability and unemployment issue in like 3 years past from now, but still we are we can find a solution to that, I think. And uh, and to the solution to the education problem is not we can like provide internet connectivity to all. It's not possible like everywhere. There are so many things which comes into parameter, like there are cell towers which are not installed everywhere. But I think we have to improve our infrastructure for vaccination. And after that we can tackle this coronavirus situation and open schools early as possible. And for like business job section, we can what we can do is like now bank have reduced the rate of the interest now, so people can start business and people are shifting towards online. So both things can be done, and each and every way we can apply. And the youth first has to think about the skills and not the money now. And after earning skills, I think youth can easily tackle situations.
See, my friend views. What I say about opening the schools and all. What the mindset is. What I think now. What the mindset is. Just I'm saying that people have been thought think like that if we open the school, the corona cases will be increasing day by day, and if the and everybody has the mindset just normally as that if the school is been opening, then all the risk and all of the things will be undertaken by the government or by the college. See, this will be not possible at all, because government or school, if they will take the risk also to open the school, and if they take care of the
Yeah, yeah.
students, then they will not come after the college. They are not coming with us for to home, so they will not be aware what we are doing after the college and all. So how can they take the risk of us if they are if they are continuously observing us for the 24 hours, and if it is even possible, then they can do this. Otherwise, this is
Yeah,
not possible
I
to
totally
reopen the
agree.
school on this situation.
I
This is
totally
what the
agree with
To
you.
mindset
opening
of the
of schools
people.
and
Yeah,
colleges, I would like
just
to
this
draw
was the
your
opinion.
attention. Like,
I totally
coming to
agree
the
with you, Mir.
point of opening schools
But
and colleges, I would like to draw your attention towards our own college, Dr. D.Y. Patil School of Engineering.
yeah,
That
right.
due to that most of us of BE students thought that this year we won't be get placed, companies won't be coming. But for our surprise, around 30 plus placement drive for BE students were done online, and it is still being carried forward, and most of the us got placed. There is a drastic increase in the number of students who got placed. So virtual interviews and conducting session online, by that we can crack the aptitude test and interviews online. So this is a great alternative rather than risking the lives of students as well as teachers by opening colleges until the situation comes under control.
Okay, Shreya and Mir, I think I
Exactly.
totally agree
I
with you.
have a slight
But
different opinion with what Shreya Didi said. Actually, the the theory lectures can be taken online, but the practical cannot be taken online. So many like first to third year of students, they are suffering, like because practicals are not taken.
and my point is not like reopening the school and colleges now. First, we have to like install the infrastructure, and my solution to is for, like works for everyone, I guess. For vaccination, we can like not to youth only, but each and every people will have like advantage of that. And we are like producing vaccines and exporting them to other countries, but our own country does not have that infrastructure to like give the vaccination to the people. So after vaccination, I guess we can reopen the school as early as possible, because while online attending online lectures, first of all, teachers doesn't know what our student doing. So like who take it seriously and who don't, we don't know that, and that's the issue, I guess. And after reopening school, this problem will be like we can solve this problem. And we might have to wait for that little, but yeah, I guess the like infrastructure for like learning, online learning, like with projectors and all, it's good idea, and it is like accessible to some of people, but some of people still find the difficulty to do that.
Guys, last
I
4 minutes
guess
left.
Kalpana,
But this is
Four
I would
minutes.
like
like to say
I
that
would to
coming to the jobs and jobs being lost due to COVID, we can see that if jobs are being lost in one sector, for example, if jobs are being lost in the IT sector or the mechanical sector, then agriculture sector and gaming sector is seeing a boost. For example, Paytm First Games registered 200% increase in their user base. So this pandemic has no doubt fueled the growth of online gaming ecosystem in the country. While over the last few quarters, it has grown to over 80 million registered users. Currently, Paytm First Games has over 25 million monthly active users. And from observation, now they are expecting to cross over 40 million in the coming 2 months. So it is not like jobs are being lost only. There are some other sectors which are seeing a boost. And agriculture sector and gaming sector is a very nice example for it.
Yeah, I
yes,
think
yes,
I want to continue with
right.
Shreya. This is Shruti
Yes,
Khare over
Kalpana.
here.
Some sectors are
As she
seeing the
said,
boom, but some sectors are also seeing the recession. That I want to tell. Many sectors they are
Since
seeing
we are
recession
not
also.
talking about sectors here, please focus on the problems of youth and their possible solutions, like their mental health, their physical health, how they can be employed after the unemployment. Every 1 out of 6 youth is unemployed in this country after the pandemic. You can go in every malls, your places, Domino's, everything. You can see less of a staff. So need to consider, we need to start a new business that can we can employ. A business that is started can be employed. We can employ many persons that can be that can you know we can protect our workers and supply chains because it affect the relation with our customers. Government don't do that. If they fire anyone, it is done. So in this pandemic, we have seen many businesses have boomed, especially online businesses. And we sure need to consider the physical and mental health of youth of India. So I would like if you should share some points on that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Amol.
guys,
Yeah, Amol, I would like to.
we're left with last 2 minutes, so
Just a
please
second,
Okay. Coming
continue.
to
sorry to
Anmol's
interrupt.
point, I would like to
So,
say that coming to the mental health.
Can we use this chance to note taken?
yeah. So second, guys, we need to speak other speakers. We need to hear other speakers also. So D43, Shreya, you can continue. Yeah, please give others also chance. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Rest,
And as
the people who
uh,
speak, like
D43
spoke yet,
Shruti, you can continue.
should please
Thank you
continue.
so much. I would like to share my views too. Thanks for giving me the opportunity. I would also like to say that I agree with all of you. As COVID has negatives and positives too, but we shall focus on the positive. Like it has been giving a helpful hand towards digital India, making people study about the digital things, and also there are some awareness programs going on. Like even for education, we have many softwares like AnyDesk app where we can study practicals, as a T girl said that they are facing issues in practical things. So we can conduct practicals through an virtual session also. Means there are not more barriers like we have to go physically and we have to attend the college. We can study it online from home, and also the remaining time which we can have our own startup, like some are doing website development or some are doing their cake shop online. So there is a great helping hand of code that we can explore ourselves the way which we did it before. So now we have the chance to say that we have time and we can utilize it in very efficient way.
But I would like to counterpoint your point, Shruti, because according to a research, one out of 8 students are not able to access the online classes or even access the internet due to their remote locations. So you said that studies can be done from home also, but according to a research, every in every 8 students, one student is deprived of internet and online learning. So what is the solution that you can offer?
I have a point on that. In 2014 or 2015, UP government had started a plan that to provide every children above class 8 with a laptop or a tablet. That had helped raise the what you can say literacy rate in UP, and other state governments should learn from that and do such things, so that everyone should be given some resources to learn. We can't be dependent on someone to learn something.
Okay, due
There are
to
many
corona,
things available on
What the
YouTube.
thing can be
So
done in
taking
this?
that
due to coronavirus,
What
our
the thing?
GDP has been reduced like minus 23%, and like government is selling public sector units. So in that situation, how government supposed to like provide phones
because
and tablets and
there is
students?
raise in taxes. You may have seen there
Yeah,
is raise in taxes in everything.
yeah, there is a
Like
raise in taxes, but
yeah,
government is
so
spending
the
lot
money
less
is
on
Yeah,
coming.
less on
we're
people.
running out of time. The time is up.
Seven, like I would, we would love to hear other people also.
Yeah.
So yeah, if
Yes,
there are few minutes, we
has
can
not spoken.
listen to this.
Is there anyone who has not spoken yet and wishes
Yeah,
to express his or her views? You
yeah,
are
please.
given an opportunity to,
Yeah.
or
Other than
only
the
for
people who are there on video, if anyone is interested to speak, you can speak up right now. We would love to hear
those.
you.
Anyone who has not spoken yet.
Yes, good afternoon. I am Dheeraj. As I said, Shreya, all company having virtual interviews for campus placement, but not everyone having a laptop. So why means they how we can crack the exam on our device? So it is difficult for them. Other is those are psychological. Those are need to train through the doctors. It is a possible through the virtual meeting, because the doctor can easily, means they can interact with them, and they can also help to each others.
Okay, I think that wraps up round one for the B and T students. So what we'll do is we'll take a short break of 10 minutes until the judges have given the scores for all the participants, and then we'll be announcing the winners. So I request all the participants to please stay online